All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Zombieland Saga, Season 2, Episode 8.
All right.
Last episode was real sweet.
Yes.
That was just fun and also closed the loop. Like
little simple one-off episode to break things off from the let's focus on each member of the front Shosho troupe.
Yep.
And we went through Tai, which was wonderful.
It was
and,
glorious.
Having a new character that can kind of come in and put some potential spice into the situation here.
Indeed.
Because now our reporter friend here, he knows the secret.
Yep. And he has looked into their pasts, and this is about to get complicated.
This is about to blow up in their faces. But there's a possibility that they could bring him in. And we'll see how that could happen. Or we can have Yugiri go and
right, go full assassin.
Just kill him, But y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. All right, everyone, now be sure to go check out the reaction portion of the video in the description below, then come back here for the discussion. Saga. The OG lore, big history moment. Okay, cool. And that's how we focus on Yugiri. Cool.
Yep,
we
makes
see
sense.
that her backstory is one that's tied from the Meiji era. Cool. Yep, we knew that before. But specifically the idea that she was someone that was sent to what used to be Saga before it was basically subdivided into two neighboring provinces. But not only that, this is something that actually we know that it changed. Like this is something that it worked on some level eventually over the course of 100 years or more. Saga became a region again. It became an actual acknowledged, section of Japan.
Right, and I love how this is setting it up to be this legend, right? Not just the legendary courtesan Yugiri, right?
Right.
But what is the story of how Saga came about? In a way that is both sort of like fun, humor, like and just stuff for the series, but then also
like legit history. Probably.
Yeah, right. Probably coming from that appreciation for this place that so many people share, and so then it's hey, let's go back and see how long that's been around, right?
Right.
And, okay, awesome, yes, and it's through the guise of a potential ancestor of Kotaro, that, and...
Well, 100% it's an ancestor of Kotaro. They're bringing it up in very overt ways. Same voice actor, same, kind of just general mannerisms.
Obsession with Saga, and
Yeah, just general awkwardness, and his just I'm trying, I've got my passion, my desire, what have you, and my
apparently...
grandpa. With his necromantic powers.
Yeah, they could raise the dead. Like, okay, awesome.
Sure, yeah.
I love it.
Why not?
Like it's that level of lore of okay, this could all be interconnected in a very complicated plot and things like that. But then at the same time, it's also just great fun, right?
And we did definitely get the vibe that Kotaro and Yugiri had almost like a past relationship of sorts.
Right, some distant connection or something like that. And then also there was the other dude who was like Kotaro's confidant in all of this.
Yeah, his
mentor. That also seemed to know Yugiri and be connected and all that stuff. So it's like, okay. But it's just it's something where even if there weren't all of these in-universe reasons for it to be these characters, I still love the idea of it being these characters because that way it's familiar faces and comedy antics and all of that stuff. But then it has the extra, meaning of no, this actually is people in there.
Well, right, but obviously these are not the actual Lily, Yugiri. Sorry, Junko, Saki, Tai. These are descendants.
Right.
Because none of them died at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
Or none of them lived at this point.
Yep,
They lived way later.
But, it's just, we can get fun stuff. We can get Tai actually speaking like a regular person because, yeah.
It's like, Tai's voice actress!
Right. She said a thing. Yeah. And then Lily just being adorable, and I love that Lily and Saki are still like that, even way back in time and everything.
Yeah, for sure.
But this is going to get this
is gonna get dark.
This is gonna get dark. This is gonna be real shit.
Because we have a situation where if Saga comes back,
Mm-hmm.
the government and basically the higher ups in Japan, the authorities of Japan, are worried that they could then see another war.
Yep.
So
Makes sense.
what is generally just an innocent desire to have a little bit of their cultural identity restored
Mm-hmm.
is something that is actually drawing the ire of, important people. And I
Yep.
love the idea that Yugiri, in her like instincts, sensed that this guy is someone that could have been an assassin of sorts.
Right.
And she like immediately went to kill him.
Yep.
And then he defended perfectly like a proper,
Someone who's actually skilled.
person of competence.
But
would
also
be, yeah.
trying to like keep up the facade, and it's like, okay. And then of course she then inquires with him of, how did you come to know this guy? Right?
Yeah.
Like
She's investigating.
She's
turning it on
investigating.
him,
She's
yeah.
getting his history, all of that stuff, and
he had heard about someone that was doing this.
Yep.
Which, funnily enough, fits the bill of the
Right.
idea that he probably had a mission. Was like, go investigate this guy, see if he's legit. And he's like, I'm probably just gonna go and make fun of him. And he's like, wait, no, he actually won't give up.
Right, and he is actively trying to stop him and save him, of being like, hey, why not start a family,
Do
like
something else.
Yeah. And it's the kind of thing where in any other story, I would think this would end up resulting in like some killing of jealousy, or something like that, right? But no, it's actually and theoretically it could still be that. But it's actually just that he's been keeping an eye on him to make sure that he doesn't actually stir up the people of Saga.
Yep.
Okay.
And I loved that she helped him like make his flyers a little bit more like professional. So I wanted to read this here. It says, the time has come to bring back Saga. It has been 6 years since these lands were made into Mizuma and part of Nagasaki as a result of the war in the year of Meiji 9. But is it truly right for us to claim our home as Nagasaki? Can we honestly abide our homeland being stripped of its name? What will have become of it if not? We were all born and raised in the land of Saga. There is no reason that name should fade away over the course of 6 years. The time has come to appeal to the Imperial Court for the return of Saga. Let us all stand together and restore the name of our homeland.
And
that's a mission statement.
Yep,
right
that's
there.
a mission statement.
That's a call to action.
And it's a very understandable call to action of, let's appeal to the Imperial Court, right? So it's nothing too crazy, but from this guy's perspective, it's if that's something that could get people rallied behind it, and they appeal to the Imperial Court, and if the Imperial Court is like, no, we don't want that to happen, then that could cause them to be like, well, maybe we need to actually fight for our homeland.
Yeah, and then for Ito, I believe his name was. Says target gaining support, could not confirm how many, chance of growth likely, requesting directions if that happens.
Yep.
Okay,
so it's not like putting out a hit on him yet or anything. It's just
like that.
The situation is changing. What do I do?
Yeah. I need to know whether or not this is we just kind of stamp this out a little bit, or do we just kind of let it fizzle out?
Yep.
Do we actively sabotage? Do I do anything a bit more extreme?
Yep. And the thing is that I could see this being something where they make it where Yugiri becomes a martyr that causes Saga to rise up, and that's part of
the story of the legendary courtesan.
Exactly, right.
And that's why it's important that she was rezzed for this whole situation.
Exactly. Why the body would have maybe been held on to for so long. Because yes, it's possible that she was made a zombie way back when, right? But if not, then
We'll see.
Yep.
Yeah. But okay. We've got ourselves a really compelling story here.
Yeah.
We've got ourselves a really interesting part one of however many. And then we'll end up maybe seeing a little bit as to how the powers of the grandpa end up getting passed along on some level to Kotaro, so that this ridiculous plan of using basically undead... Wait. No.
What?
Yugiri was the original. Yugiri was the one that saved Saga. But not only that, she died doing it, like you're saying. She became the martyr. But it was the idea that her legend was so powerful as just one. And she became this idol, if you will.
Right.
People
I
referring
like
to her later. Kotaro's thought is,
what if there were more?
What if we had 6 or 7 or 8?
Sure.
And so he just ends up taking people whose lines of family trace back to that point.
Yeah, so right. Yeah, that's actually something that's a good point to have established by this episode is that it's not just for the sake of comedy, but that all of these people here
Are from Saga.
The Saga roots go deep.
They go all the way beyond the point where they were sundered and brought into Mizumo and Nagasaki, I believe.
Right.
Okay, that's really cool.
Yep.
But also the idea that, oh shit, yeah, Japan went through a very turbulent time.
A lot of shit was changing.
It's readjusting these provinces and such into where they are today.
Yeah,
So,
lots of wars, lots of, changing of territory.
yeah, westernization issues and stuff as well. Cultural identity being adjusted. Yeah, there's so much going on. So the idea that this is almost like a love letter of a story that is to a actual, like, full-on piece of Japanese history as well for a specific group of people and those that are in that region is just wonderful.
For something as silly as an idol group comprised of zombies.
Yep.
Like,
Zombieland Saga.
That's just cool.
Yeah, and then this season is called Zombieland Saga Revenge. So
That's
maybe
true.
This is also the way of getting back, basically.
Yeah. It's not just revenge for the failed performance. It's,
right. It's revenge for the origins of where this whole thing began.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like it.
All right.
But, like, the fact that we can get an intrigue, like, potentially, like, murder kind of, like, plot situation going on in
Of course
our...
it would happen in the backstory.
Right. But just the idea that we can get that in this ridiculous show about idols with Tai and Lily and Saki and everybody, right? Like, awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I love it.
And Mamoru Miyano just killing it as usual.
Oh, yeah. That was great.
Wonderful. All right. Yeah, this is a very simple part one. We're setting up for what happens next. And y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there. And all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. And also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
We stream every weekday. The info's in the description.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
next time.